Hey guys, this is actually my second filming attempt because I just spent 2 hours trying to be quiet because I thought my housemate was next door there, sick. That was my phone, sorry. And in bed. So I spent 2 hours putting this filming off and then I realised she went home at 12 o'clock. It's now 4:05. So there's quick rant. But first of all, happy Halloween guys! I know you can see my room's not really decorated, I suppose if you can't Sweeney on the wall over there who's staring at me quite ominously. There's a couple of stuff downstairs, hopefully if I do a bit of roleplay you'll see that. But yeah, happy Halloween, and what's Halloween without a Halloween cosplay? I know some of you have missed it, I've missed me doing cosplay, and I admit I have, it started to hurt, you know, here you get withdrawal symptoms. But you saw Sweeney Todd, so here's Mrs Lovett. I am so excited about this one, I've been planning it for ages, it nearly didn't happen. But thankfully it has. There was one thing I was meant to order just for my hair, it hasn't come, so I might just do my hair a slightly different style the way I was going to do it. But first of all, what I'm going to do is get my costume, then we'll do some makeup, some hair, and then later on we'll hopefully do some roleplay. Let's get started! I'm wearing my lovely dress. This isn't a replica of the film. I just lift the camera up just so you can see the whole thing. I'm wearing, don't know if you can see there, black boots. Let's lift them up. Ignore my hedgehog socks. You can see the dress is not quite complete. It came with a couple of things, I'll pick them up. This, I think it's a corset. It looks like one. I tried it on the other day, it is ridiculously tight, but it looks really good, so I don't know which way up it goes to, this way, or this, I think it's this way. So I'm just going to put that on now, you may hear me gasp a little bit, just as a warning. So it goes around your waist like this. Hard to do when you can't see. There we are. See, it looks a bit more like Mrs Lovett now. You've seen the gloves, shorts in the film, I'll put one on here. I actually put the link in the description to where I got this dress from. There's the glove. Then I've also got one, I got these in Elliot's, if I can find the link to Elliot's I'll put it in the description. I got these gloves, which only because I didn't know it came with gloves. It depends on which dress you get, you can get one where the sleeves are plain. There's the other one. See, I think this one works better, but maybe not with the sleeves. And I thought this one's quite good for, you know, when her business kicks off. She's obviously earning more money, so she can afford a few more luxuries. And I've just realised I've forgotten some, just 1 minute. This is all about cosplay being complete without a lovely tie. In fact, I'm going to hold it up to the camera. There you are. Ugh. There's an eyeball there, there's 2 fingers. Also got a pre-Sweeney one for the worst pies in London. Disgusting. I actually got a free one because there was a delay in the delivery. And I will put the link to those in the description. They're on Etsy. I left a fantastic review. The seller's lovely. She's so good. So now that you've seen my cosplay, and I have to admit I'm in love with this dress. Guys, little secret for you, I hate wearing dresses. But this is the one of the few that I'm ridiculously comfortable in. Sorry, of course it's annoying me. This is one of the few dresses worn, with the corset right enough, that I'm ridiculously comfortable in. I'm not even joking. So let's get back into my bedroom, which she just saw there, which I love. And we'll get started on some makeup. You're not seeing my room. Oh, I just put my hair back from a different angle. It's lovely. I'm going to take these off just for doing my makeup, just because it's a bit of an annoyance. I've got it all on the door here, which is very handy. Gloves off. And then, of course, black seems most appropriate. Just a hairband, just to put my hair back. There we are. Just get it out of my eyes. And also stop the annoyance. Just before we start, I just want to let you know the makeup for Mrs Lovett is very similar to Sweeney Todd, but it's maybe not quite as heavy, and there's a little bit less of it. Essentially your colours are all the same. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to glam it up a little bit. Like, I think her eyes are pretty plain, but I'm maybe going to try and put a wee bit of glitter on. But anyway, I'm just going to start off now, once I work out what I'm using. Right, I'm going to use, now you'll notice, I know before we start also, I know what you're thinking, if you've already done a Mrs Lovett makeup cosplay, why are you doing another one? I saw a dislike on that video, and I don't know who you are, but I know you know who you are. Don't worry, I'm not mad. I actually watched the video recently and I thought it was pretty bad. So this is just me improving it. And also, it's just another alternative. This one's maybe a little bit more complicated than the last one. That's one literally just smear black over your eyes and a bit of red underneath. Done. So, no seriously, that's literally all I did. So, I like to think I've come on a bit since then, so let's try and work with something else. So I'm just going to get some of my makeup together. I seem to have lost, there it is. I was going to say I've lost my foundation, just found it. So what we're going to do is, once again, we're going to use this foundation, which I will hold up to the camera. What's it called? Max Factor Whipped Cream Foundation 40, Light Ivory 40. Light Ivory works best with my skin tone. It just happens to. But that's the one I'd recommend, because you want to go, again, like Sweeney Todd, you want to go very pale. And obviously some clown white. Snazza Rouge really good. This one's Meron? I don't know how you pronounce that. Like, there you are. No idea how you pronounce it. Snazza Rouge is the one I'd recommend though. And what we're going to do is we're just going to do the same thing again as we did with Sweeney Todd. In fact, if I think about it, I explain it more in Sweeney Todd. Just going to cover the whole face. With Sweeney Todd, I think, I don't know if I mentioned, you should probably do your ears and your neck. I'm not going to, but it's up to you whether you want to or not. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my foundation brush. I love this thing, I've been using it for ages. Just dip it in the... I think you want to use 2 parts foundation to 1 part Clown White. So, because you don't want it, you want to look pale but not too pale. And as you can see, I'm already very pale. So get a wee bit of there. And then you just go smear it all over your face. I'm going to try this a few times. And like every cosplay tutorial, I'm going to speed up the makeup so I don't bore you. Okay, that's done. I don't know if you can see how pale it is, but I'm looking in the mirror here and it's actually quite pale. But the bottom line is you don't want it to be white. You're not a ghost. You are alive. The thing I didn't do with Sweeney Todd last time is, I don't know if I'm going to do it this time, but it can be good to do as it reduces shine. Use some powder. I think it's just called setting powder. I don't know what this one's from. This just says translucent. It just says apply generously over makeup base or just on its own. So I'm just going to put a wee bit all over and it's just going to make it set, make it less shiny. And it'll probably stop it from coming off as easily. Simple thing to use, just use a kabuki brush. But mine also happens to come with a sponge, but I might use the kabuki brush instead. But see, mine happens to come with a sponge there, as you can see, and it's coated, my goodness. So I'm just going to put it again, all over the face, cover all your foundation. This will just, like I said, help it set, reduce any shine, and make it look much more natural. There you are. So hopefully reduce a wee bit of the shine there, as you can see. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to work on the eyes, because obviously they're her biggest feature. And what I looked is I actually watched the film again recently. Of course it keeps riding up. I haven't watched it in a while and I actually know she has a lot of red under here. Oops. And a lot of black up above. So what I'm going to do is I think I'll work on the top bit first. Just because that's probably going to take longer. If you've watched me before you'll know I have a lot of black cream eyeshadow because I ordered way too many. I didn't realise at the time, okay? Don't judge me. I'll use this one and this one is Maybelline New York. Coloured Tattoo 24. I think it's just black. I'm assuming it's just black, but anyway, there you are. That's upside down, isn't it? No, it's not. There you are. And I'm going to use a brush if I can see one. One thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to do anything with my eyebrows. With Sweeney Todd I dyed them black, but because I'm not doing anything with my hair, I'm just styling it, I'm not dyeing it. There's no point changing my eyebrows. If you want to dye your hair, obviously be my guest, change your eyebrows. Again, you want to go a wee bit darker in here and then work your way out, but like I said, don't go as heavy as you would have with Sweeney Todd because I don't know, you don't, she's not, like I said, she's more of a feminine character, her colours are going to be lighter than his, but you still want it to look theatrical. I'm going to start in here quite heavily and then gradually pull it out. That's the great thing about cream eyeshadow, it blends amazingly. I'd never heard of cream eyeshadow until I watched some videos about people using it, and I have to admit I don't think I'd use anything else now because it works so well. And that's coming from someone who doesn't wear makeup that much. Hopefully you can see me better now. I have put my bedroom light on so you can see if I pull my eye down, you can see it's quite dark. I'm going to make it a wee bit darker. Sweeney's very dark, obviously you've seen my makeup tutorial for him. But I'm still going to keep darkening hers until I'm happy with it. But I think I'm happy with that, so you can see if I pull my eyelid off. It's quite dark. I'm not really going to go out above the eye this time. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to put a little bit of lighter colour over it. And then again with some more colour, I'm going to maybe pull some of it up a little bit just to about maybe here. You can see, not quite with my fingers, just below it. I'm not going to put it up to my eyebrows like I did last time because looking back at it, that looked a tiny bit ridiculous. So I've got one that I did not use last time, and this is not Sorry Cream makeup, so it doesn't blend, so you need to be careful. This is Bourgeois Paris. I think I got it in H&M. There used to be a stick thing in there. I really like this. I think it's brilliant for doing smoky eyes. So you could start off with the black, then onto the grey, then the white, then the glitter. The glitter I'm going to use in a wee minute. I might not use it, I might change my mind. I'm only, like I say, just making this up as I go along. That's what all the best ones do. But I'm going to use a wee bit of the grey, a little bit of the, as you can see, the grey, just to lighten it up a wee bit and also make it a little bit more defined. See, that works beautifully. Now I'm just going to finish with a little tiny bit of glitter just to make them look a little bit more theatrical. There, beautiful. Go pull it down just so you can see. So you don't want it to be too strong, but you do want it to be quite subtle. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get another brush, if I can find a suitable one. Yes, I'll do. I'm just going to see if I can. If it doesn't work, we'll just move on. If it doesn't work, like I said, we'll just move on. But I'm going to try and drag the black out a wee bit just to make it come up here a little bit and give it a wee bit more definition. Only pulled it up a wee bit, didn't work as well as I hoped it would. So we're just going to stick with that. Now on to what you guys all know I hate. Contouring. There's not very much contouring with her, thankfully. You're really just doing here, and that's about it. Like, you could do your nose, don't do here, you don't want her to look angry. You could do your nose, I'm not going to. I've just realised that I've forgotten about under the eyes, I'm going to come back to that at the end. Just since I'm working with the black right now, I might as well keep going. That's the eyebrow one. Right, I'm going to use, I think, the kabuki brush. Again, this is actually an experiment, I haven't a clue if this is going to work or not. I'm going to just drag it along here, and you're going to make it look quite subtle, so it's going to be like more rounded, make her look like she has more rounded cheeks. You're not doing it, Sweeney Todd, you know, his face is very chiselled, and it's quite sharp. It's not really like that, but you need to watch the film obviously for it to make sense, but it's a little bit more rounded. So I'm going to use a little bit of the black cream again. And see, now that's there, all I have to do is blend it out. What I'm going to do now is get a brush like this, just do this just to bring it out a bit. And just obviously to soften it a wee bit as well, because it is very, very strong. I'm not going to do any more than that. I know it's quite defined, but I'm going to leave it like that because it is making my face look a bit more pointed, and it's making my cheeks look, as you can tell, that little bit rounder. Almost makes me look like I've been smiling too much. But I'm just trying to think of what else, because obviously there's not much more to do with this one. I think we'll do onto the eyes now. And just see if I can find a brush. I'm going to use an angle brush in this case. She has a lot of pinky red under the eyes, so you'll remember this from Sweeney Todd. I'm going to use this one. I was going to put some black under the eyes again, like I did with the last one, but I'm not going to this time, just because I don't think it's necessary. Brush under there, just try and cover about, maybe down to about here. Just, it's going to make that bit look very pink, but don't overdo it or it'll look inflamed, and that's not the look you're going for. Just before I continue, as you can see, the right eye didn't go too well, but the left one you want to get as close to the waterline as possible and then just drag it out. I put a wee bit too much on, which is why I'm going to try and blend it out now, but the good news is, as far as I can tell, this stuff blends really well, so it shouldn't be too much of a bother. As you can see, I'm not going to, at the end of the video, try and improve this a wee bit better, because it's still a wee bit too strong for my liking. But that's what you're trying to get, and as you can see when you're film, it is very strong under her eyes. What I'm going to do is, I can't really, for some reason I can't get eyeliner on my waterline. I don't know what it is, but my eyes just won't let me do it. So, but what I would say is you could put a little bit of pink under just to bring that out, and then if I can find my mascara, here it is. I'm going to put a wee bit of mascara to bring out my eyelashes. I'm actually in a minute going to show you some false eyelashes that I have that are perfect for this look. In fact, I might do them give them away in a giveaway because I can't wear them. I actually really like my hair the way it is with Mrs Lovett right now. I'm not going to keep it like this, it's going to change a wee bit. But yeah, I don't know why, I just really like it like this. Now we're going to finish with the lips, and technically in the film her lips are quite pale, they're like Sweeney Todd's. In fact, I've got the lipstick right here. There you are, that one. I have no clue what this is from. I got it in like a makeup kit I got for my birthday a couple of years ago, I think I was 12. I've also got some purple, which I might try. If it doesn't work, it's fine. I also got a I love this thing. My mum got me it for Christmas a few years ago. Some beautiful colours here, which I'm thinking of trying the red, because I think the red would look really good. But what I'm going to do is, I think what I'll do is I'll stop filming for a bit, try a couple of colours, so I'll see you in a few minutes. For red in the end. Personally, I think it works best, just because it brings out my lips a bit and it works with the red, and obviously There's fluff flying everywhere. It's a little bit of lovely red here. Got some beautiful eyelashes here. As you can see, they've actually got droplets of blood in the end. These are actually perfect for this look, but because I can't wear fake eyelashes, no, there's nothing wrong with them, just I can't put them on without them falling off, or I always put them in the wrong position. So I'm not going to wear them, but I might give them away in a giveaway. I do have a giveaway planned. I don't know how many subscribers I'm aiming for before I do it. Or I might just do it at random. I might just say one day, you know, I'm going to do a giveaway. But those might be part of what you get. I think it's going to be, the winner gets 2 things, the runner-up gets 1 thing. I don't know, I'll come back to it. But anyway, that's the makeup done. I've realised it makes me look a little bit like a zombie. Oh, zombie time makeup, but it works. And now what I'm just going to do is, as you can see, my hair's just... What I would recommend you do is put your hair up, in fact, I'll take the hairband out. Put your hair up into ponytails. Put your hair up into pigtails. And then, especially if you have a fringe like I have, you can see a big long fringe there, and it actually needs cut, it's terrible. You know, if you think of all those little slider clips, slide it back and just put your hair like, pop it up a wee bit like that. Put it back, try not to get split in the middle. And then what you do is, with the bits that are hanging out, so say this is in a pigtail up in my head, just get a little bit of strand, like pin it somewhere, and just pin them at different lengths in different areas. And this is one of those looks where the messier it is, the better it looks, trust me. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do my look, which still works, but maybe not as well as it should. If I get those clips I've ordered to come tomorrow, I will do it for the role. I will do what I'm talking about for the roleplay, so you'll have an understanding. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some bunches of hair and just put them up in a big messy bun at the back of my head. But I'm going to let a little bit of it hang down like this. As you can see, I'm going to put a wee bit more up. And what I'm just going to do is just tie that back and that hang down. Just it looks a little bit but if you do it messy, it'll look even better. Hair tie just appeared. Right, so I'm just going to do this now. See how bad it goes. There it is. And if some hair falls out, that's fine, because if you watch in the film, a lot of her hair is falling out. So it's supposed to, you're not doing anything wrong. There we are. Nice and messy. You could do it 2 ways, actually. You could do it like that. You could do it, I suppose you could obviously do it over either shoulder. I'm going to do it over my left shoulder in this case. No, I'm going to do it with my right shoulder because it works better with my fringe. But as you can see there, I'm just going to actually pin my hair out of the way. Going to pull a little bit of it out actually. I'm actually going to let my fringe hang down because it looks that bit messier. I'm just going to pull little strands of hair out. Just because you don't want this to look tidy at all. If it looks tidy, it doesn't look right. Do you know what I mean? Like, you need it to look weird. But I'm just going to do that a wee bit as well. There you are, so that's a wee bit messier. If you have curling tongs, you could maybe. I do, but I don't have them with me. They're at my house at home, in my hometown. You could put them, you know, you could curl it round like that. That's one thing I would recommend. You don't have to let your hair be natural. You could curl it, because as you can see in the film, her hair is curled. But that's the way I'm going to leave it. And truthfully, I actually like it like this. It's actually quite nice, and it does look quite Victorian. It looks a bit. There you are. It's even wackier. But there you go, that's it. That's the Mrs Lovett makeup tutorial. I hope you enjoyed this. I've realised it's probably one of the longest videos I've ever done. But to be fair, I wanted to put everything in: hair, makeup, actual outfit. So there will be a roleplay, and they'll both be up at the same time. So while I'm doing this now, while I'm talking to you now, the roleplay's probably being filmed. But yeah, until next time. Bye.
Nothing's gonna harm you, not while I'm around.
Toby? Toby?
Nothing's gonna harm you, darling, not while I'm around.